I'm super excited to be doing a review, unboxing, flip through of this brand new deck from Botánica Cimarrón, green, gold. It's an ancestral plant spirit oracle deck. Y'all know how much I love plants. Y'all know how much I love divination and oracle decks. So thrilled and excited to be doing a review of this deck and to be sharing about it with all of you. And of course, at the end of this video, I'm going to be pulling a card for all of those of you who are subscribed to this channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, I want to invite you to click that subscribe button, give this video a like, help us expand our webs and connect with more witches, mystics, healers, visionaries, all of you. We want to build these webs together. So Botánica Cimarrón was started by an artist and healer named Star Feliz. They create plant medicines and innovative spiritual tools. And this is their brand new oracle deck that we're going to be looking through today. Before I go into showing you the cards, we're going to do a flip through of all the cards. I just want to kind of just name that this color is giving me life. This touches my heart so deeply. I love this color green. This definitely feels so rich, and I can see why gold is here on the title. There are some gold leaf details on this box that are gorgeous, and on the back of it, I'll show it to you here. It has a few of the plant examples inside, and it says the green gold ancestral plant spirit oracle is a 68 card deck connecting you with diasporic contemporary guidance rooted within the ancient wisdom of our oldest ancestors on earth, plants. This deck is like so up my alley. I am in love with plant medicine, plant magic. Y'all know how much I love divination, divinatory tools, and oracle decks. And you also know how much I love ancestors and ancestral communion. So I am thrilled to be integrating this deck now into my pools, into my ancestral communion sessions. This is such a gift to our communities, and I'm so grateful to Botánica Cimarrón for sending me this deck so that I can share about it with all of you. This is just so exciting. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a flip through so you can check out all these cards, see how gorgeous and beautiful and magical they are. I'll also do a flip through of the guidebook that is included, and I'll also show the box as well so you can get a good look at what that's like. Just to start off, this is a gorgeous, precious deck. It is so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant and rich. The gold is like medicine. The pictures of the plants all emit the most loving presence, and you could really get a sense of their own unique vibrations as you move through the cards. I was actually having a hard time focusing on showing you the cards because as I went through the deck, I started to really feel the energy, the vibrations, the sacred essence of these plants start to move through me. And so I just want to say, like, first off, like, wow, congratulations, Star Botánica Cimarrón. Congratulations on creating such a beautiful deck, such a gorgeous deck, a deck of my dreams, a deck that I've been really wanting to connect with. I received so much guidance from plants, and so it is so precious now to have this oracle guidance that I can attune to whenever I need it. It's like having a family of friends that you can carry with you in an easy to carry package. So thank you so much for creating this, for making something like this exist in the world. So needed. Just want to say that first before I go into actually talking about the deck. I really appreciate the size of these cards. Their construction is really solid, and they kind of smoothly glide through each other as you shuffle them. And again, there's like an electric energy to these cards. You really feel it as you move them through your hands. There has been an imprint, I feel, left on these cards, and it really speaks to me to the research, the intention, the magic that was placed into this deck. This guidebook is filled with so much information. One of the first things that Star speaks about in this deck is that this deck is divided into 4 parts. They represent the 4 parts of the Taino medicine wheel, as well as the 4 parts of the Bakongo cosmogram. There's so much information here in this deck about this cosmogram and the medicine wheel, and it's a beautiful way of integrating these different cosmologies and ways of knowing. And the 4 different cycles represent different energies of a life cycle. They are seed, root, leaf, and bloom. So you can think about the life cycle of a plant, and of course we can imagine this on a larger scale into generations or cycles of life or timelines. And of course we could think about this in our own life, ways that we move through this cycle throughout the day or throughout our whole lifespan. And I want to read just a few words here from the beginning of the deck around what the intention of this oracle deck is, as written by Star. Welcome to the green and gold path. The seed of this oracle deck has been watered in deep alignment with earth and spirit. To live in the 21st century in a society that devalues life, it's tough not to fall prey to the feelings of doom and gloom. But there is an intelligence within living systems that's always working towards an equilibrium. Our ancient ancestors drew guidance from the wisdom of the plants, animals, stones, elements, skies, stars, and other beings in the seen and unseen web of creation, because we are all connected. We are them, and they are us, and they never stopped communicating with us. We only stopped listening. I believe that Earth connection is the way towards creating the future we all want to live in. Just like a web, our healing is always bound together. The Earth will not be free from destruction until the human world is free from systemic oppression. Tiny revolutions happen every time we are led by the wisdom of our heart. And now is always the perfect time to begin. I share this offering with all who are walking the earth path with a higher heart. May the wisdom of the plants, as our ancestors, strengthen your trust in the evergreen truths of the seen and unseen world. Really potent words. The intention behind this deck is really powerful. It is meant to, as Star said, help us tap into our hearts to make decisions based off of guidance that we receive from our connections. And as someone who loves connecting with divinatory practices, I can fully say that it has been the biggest blessing to be able to tune into my intuition, to receive that ancestral communion. And this is such a joyous, imaginative, exciting way to resonate with our ancestors. I also think about people who don't feel comfortable with the word ancestor, or who feel like they cannot connect to their own familial lineages. It is so profound to tune into plant medicine, plant ancestral communion, especially for those of us who may feel challenged by the concept of ancestors. I have long thought of our plant kin as ancestors, and for that reason I have been able to receive so much of their guidance as well, and it just gives me so much joy that there is now a tool that can be worked with for folks to be able to connect directly with this plant energy and plant medicine and plant guidance. And in the guidebook there is information about each plant. Each plant is represented here in the guidebook. It is a black and white print, and it shares with you what phase the plant is in, where it's from, what it blooms under or grows under, and there is like a short couple of word distillation of the plant, and then there's a really beautiful poetic channeling of the plant spirit essence that's been written into this guidebook. Again, as we know, oracle decks are really about us tuning into our own heart medicine, our own ability to commune and channel, to receive messages. So along with any oracle deck, I really want you to tune in to really see what messages are wanting to come through the deck for you, knowing that they might resonate, or sometimes they might not resonate with what's in guidebooks. These guidebooks are really, again, channel openers to allow us to tune into our own intuition. And so on each card, you'll see that there is an image of the plant along with the name underneath. This is sugarcane, and it also shows you really quickly on top so you could see what part of the wheel, of the cosmic wheel, it's in. This one is under roots. And so already knowing about the root part of the cosmic wheel, you might get a little bit of a sense of what's connected to this plant. So I'll read just from the guidebook what is connected to this plant. So just knowing that it's roots. Roots are the connected to the element of water, to the direction of south, grandparents, psychopomps, root workers, diviners, keepers of the veil, midnight, reptiles, and marine animals. So just knowing that already with sugarcane, we can start to get a sense of what some of the energies, the vibrations, the connections that this plant is guiding us towards. And then, of course, there's also a description in the book. Again, as I shared, it is meant to help us open up to receive the guidance, the medicine, the pathways from this plant. As a way to say thank you, I want to invite you here watching to tune into your own heart, tune into your own breath. So I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to take a deep breath together. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to be moving into doing some divining, receiving some guidance from this deck. And I'm going to be shuffling the cards here. I'm going to ask you to just feel into what might be important right now. What you might want to know from the plant ancestors. Again, this reading is for those of you who are subscribed here to my channel as a way to say thank you for being a part of this web. If you're not subscribed and you want to receive the message from this video, I gently invite you to hit that button right now. Yeah, so see if you can get clear about anything you're wanting to know, any messages you might be wanting from the plant ancestors. What feels alive right now? Ooh, I'm so excited about this. We get kelp. Precious kelp. And so already looking at this card, we can definitely start to channel just by looking at the picture, by looking at the vibration of the energy behind this card, by feeling into it. We could also see that it is a root card. And so again, psychopomps, those who are the keepers of the veil, connecting to water, to reptiles, marine life. And of course, we all know that kelp has many different properties and energies that come with it that we can feel into. I can already sense that swaying back and forth in the water, that undulation, the flow. It's starting to share messages with me even before I open the guidebook. I am getting a sense of ease and flow, of guidance that feels ancestral, of guidance that moves my body, of guidance that moves the inner waters within me. Do you feel them moving within your being? Notice what ways they want to move. Notice what ways you're being undulated within. Just let yourself feel that energy of the kelp as I tune into the guidebook to see what message wants to come through with kelp. I am so excited to see what Star Feliz channeled about this plant. Global Root Neptune, the seer of cosmic records. Okay, so this is what Star says about this plant. I am the rope of timeless memory. The ties that bind and unwind this life of mine are not always meant to be understood, but they can be traced and revered. When the mind is cleansed and reprogrammed, you can release the ideas of what you think you are and expand into who you're meant to be. Ooh, so take a deep breath with that. The seer of cosmic records. I am the rope of timeless memory. I am the rope of timeless memory. Yes, so kelp really connects us to that timeless, immemorial, ancient guidance. It allows us to cleanse, to be reprogrammed. And I'm thinking about water's ability to hold memory, to connect with an intention. And so I'm really just feeling called to share that kelp can really allow us to reprogram our beings. That is so profound, and I'm really feeling called to go connect with my quartz crystal to really channel some of this energy and amplify it, knowing that it is always such a blessing to be guided by the most ancient, the most ancestral. And kelp, I can feel you moving within me, and I hope you could feel them moving within you through these waves here that we're traversing together. So just want to say thank you for being a part of this video. So I highly recommend that you check out this oracle deck by Botánica Cimarrón. I'm going to be linking it in the description of this video. I highly recommend this deck. It is so beautiful. I'm going to be using it all the time. This deck, I feel, feels like it was made for myself and for my community. And so just really am thrilled to be able to share about this with you all and to invite you to check it out for yourself. And I hope that you have received some medicine and guidance from this video as well. And I definitely want to recommend that you check out Star Feliz's artwork and all of their amazing offerings. There is so much abundance to be communing with. So just want to invite you into that abundance. So again, check out all those links, all the descriptions in the description of this video. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, night, whatever time it is you're tuning into this. Bye.